Okay, my name is Goli. I'm from True Legal Media. We're like an online magazine which mostly promotes like children, women's rights. But obviously we wanna incorporate the men as well because we are like a whole society. We want because you need your men to help your woman, that kind of thing. So, can you please introduce yourself to our readers, please?
Okay, my name is Teboho Pathela. I'm working here in Prasa as a metro guard.
Okay. Oh, you work as a metro guard. But before joining Metro Rail, what else were you doing?
Before I joined Metro Rail, I was working for a small construction company where it was doing the buildings outside for the houses. And then I was acting there as a supervisor.
Okay. If we are not working for Prasa, Metro Rail, what would you be doing, ideally?
By that time, I was still at school before I can come to apply for Metro Rail. Even before I can go to that construction company. But it happened that the process took long until I didn't even thought I'm still on the process of the application towards the Metro Rail.
Okay.
And then later on, while I was still working, then I was contacted just whether I'm still interested with the post that they did post that time. Then I took a chance, then that's why I ended up here.
Oh, okay. Okay, I hear you were at school. That means you've gone through like your education. School, was it like, are you talking matric or college,
No,
university?
I'm talking about technical, and I was in Peninsula.
Okay, Peninsula University. Wow. Oh, what were you studying?
Okay, there I did my biomedical, but unfortunately, through my judgment of the term I'm going to take, I noticed that financially I won't cope.
Yeah.
It will take a little bit longer. Then I decided to change the course. Then I did my electrical after doing the second year of my biological studies, and then I took electrical course. I aim for the fact that in electrical I will go for in-service, and in-service there is a little bit of amount that you get, then I can boost myself to go through.
Wow. So you do reinforce the importance of education, right?
Yes.
Like, yeah. What would you give? What advice would we give to like the younger ones who would go through the same situation because you are able to handle it, right?
It is.
So like, what can you tell them?
To me, if I can tell, because we experience different ways of challenges towards outside there, but even though they can be a little bit challenging in such a way that you end up losing hope that you can cope through what is happening around you. Then being young, when you see others not experiencing the problems that you are going through, you feel like you put yourself where you don't belong. You end up choosing the outside groups whereby maybe they were like you and then they decided to be outside. Because you end up judging yourself that it's like I'm pushing myself towards the level that I don't deserve. Whereas it's not like that. It's part of life, it's a goal, and then I believe it grows you more than the rest that they haven't experienced. Because the more you experience problems in the early stages, they prepare you in future when you again meet those problems. Then you got good experience to how to tackle them. You have been there, you have done that. So I find it very easy for myself that I did take, while I was still doing my electrical, for example, I was having a night job whereby I will go to school. In a certain days, I will ask from the company called Woolworths. They were having a warehouse whereby they were dispatching some stock to the shops around here in Western Cape. So they dispatched the stock during the night time. so that the following day when the stores opens, then people get fresh food and stuff. So that's where I regain my stability to keep on stepping ahead towards the school years.
Yeah.
And then it was hectic for me for the fact that I wasn't staying even at school. I was staying at home, whereby the facilities and the staff that needs myself to reinforce myself in education,
Yes.
they are found there. And then all of a sudden, instead of relying on the books at home, I'm supposed to go and work. But each and every time I've got the opportunity of time that I can have, then I will use it to study, to the fact that I was even taking my books to work.
Wow.
If I've got a break time, like we do have break times anywhere at work, I will use half of that break time just to cover something there from the books. So it was like I see a light, I will go through, but I mustn't wait for the light to come.
Very
But
inspiring.
I must go towards it. So that's how I think the youngsters should do likewise.
Okay, nice. And then what are some of the challenges that you face, like at your workplace now?
At my workplace, as I said, to me, like I've said before, that I've struggled a bit. So that struggle a bit did prepare me for changes we face now. Especially from the environment, we are from different environment, we are from different financial status, like family-wise, support-wise. So to me, to be into another level whereby financially is different from before, it's like an achievement. It makes things easy, you understand? Because we believe that if I can have something to fill up my stomach at the end of the day, and then I can share with one family that doesn't, then it makes life different from before. So I feel like I achieved better because it's different from before. So to me, it's like I don't see the difficulties as much. Even if other people maybe through their experiences, they will see that, okay, before there was this and that, but now things have changed and the stuff. But we must accept that as time goes on, things do change. Yeah. At first we never had the cell phones, now we got cell phones, and whoever was having a cell phone that time, we believed that was living a better life. Because it wasn't something that everybody can afford. But lately, we even give to the children, they go to school with them, they play around, you understand what I'm saying? So we must accept to change with time.
Nice. What is your position regarding women's rights?
My position regarding women's rights,
okay, in South Africa.
Yes, I will consider towards the community that I have been through them and the places I've been around, and then seeing how women are handled and seeing how women's their mentality changed to be handled that way. Like for example, I used to see, like I will start it way back whereby we were still young, and then you see other girls how they behave towards lifestyle. As I've said, like the difficulties when we involve the poverty around us. As a youngster, everybody wants beautiful things, wants to be recognized. You understand? And then that makes a pressure towards youngsters. That's why even if somebody who got a bread, if he can share, they will all follow, no matter what kind of actions they are asked to do. Then not noticing that, they only see what they are given to them that will please them to receive such a thing, so that they will better themselves, maybe by the looks or by being to the places that they wouldn't be. You understand? As human, we can't achieve the same things. We can't like the same things. Otherwise, the world would be useless
Yeah.
for us to be around it. Because if, say, for example, if we all one day want to have a taxi, and then you also think so, all of us we think so, who will ride the other one's taxi if we all have the taxi? You understand? So happiness is all about your individual needs, or whatever the ones that you achieved. Then you will be content inside and you will feel happy.
Okay. What were your dreams as a child?
My dreams as a child,
Yeah.
I never dream big through the circumstances that we grew through. You understand? I'm not regretting the situation. Yes, the situation was there. Like maybe even the situation I'm at now, and then the situation for the future's sake, maybe for my children, that would be, it will be different. For the fact that while I was still young, and then as a child, when you see from the other family that there are cars, when it's raining, they are taken to school, you walk, all those stuff, you understand? You inside you feel like, ish, it's like you are divorcing your parents. You feel like, ish, I wish I could have been so and so, you understand? And then his parents be my ones, you understand? So it's like you are divorcing them in you, because you don't like the situation you are in. So once you achieve better life, because you see it as better, that's where that happiness comes in. Then you feel it, at least I regained something different from where I was. So then you can grow from there, but at least you did achieve what you have never had.
Can you tell me a person who has maybe had a very tremendous impact in your life, like somebody you look up to? And if there's such a person, why do you look up to them?
I don't have that much besides the discipline and the ways of being groomed from the parents.
Oh, okay.
I grew up from the Christian house, whereby discipline was forced to happen, and then discipline, we as we were growing, learning from what we are taught to do, then we find that as part of living, it's something that the human being is supposed to be. You understand? You must know the elder, you must respect the elder, you must respect others. Things like swearing around, saying wrong words in the presence of the elders is not supposed to be. Then you got that consciousness that if I do this, I will be wrong. Whereas, you know, as you are a child, you meet with other children from different families with different characters. Then that's where you absorb different things individual. Okay, you learn some stuff that you never heard of from others, because maybe they are exposed to those kind of things. Others are from maybe at home, as people do try the living. There will be a bar, and then the children are up and down, and then the drunkards say whatever they say, they swear anytime they want to in the presence of the children, or they fight or whatever. Then the children, they meet with another children. Then they practice all the stuff they saw, you understand, while they are alone. So that thing, it's like contaminating towards other children around, because they will absorb that thing because it's new to them, and then they will go and practice to others outside as well, and then that's how children do change. Whereas inside the family, they are brought in a good family, and then we wonder, how come so and so acts like this, whereas the father is a pastor, and then they are all churchgoers. But where did he copy this stuff? Obvious, from the street, from other children who were exposed to those kind of things, and then they notice that this must be a living, whereas they don't know there is another better way of doing things. But that's the problem of them all. The influence from the peer pressure, it's more than the influence from the parents. That's what I noticed.
Okay, looking at you now, what do you think a young South African can learn from you in order to succeed in whatever it is that they want to do, even if it's not what you do?
There is nothing much besides if they do know about my history and the stuff. Because a youngster seeing you maybe looking better with life or wanting to be where you are according to see what you're having and achieving. You will think that you have been empowered from the parents or from your background. Your financial status was well built around you. That's why you are where you are, not knowing that you were like. That's why I did mention at first that I believe if the programs to teach people how other people did reach the certain positions in life, and it's whereas before then they were where, then they will compare themselves that no, if so, the life I'm living now as a youngster, they will judge themselves. Nah, the life I'm living now is better than the one that one was living. So why can't I achieve more than he achieved? You understand? Because now they will be knowing that my background was that low level towards the lifestyle they are now. So they will see, because if they see me, they will think, no, it's from the rich family who are supposed to achieve those things. Maybe the father was rich, maybe the mother or whatever was so supportive. He was from the better family. So myself, I'm in a poor family, I can't. You understand? Whereas maybe if they can get that information that so and so achieved this much, the background is this. So and so, for him to achieve this much, was working after hours, after school, just to boost the finance towards the education, himself or herself, then they will see a difference. So and so was paying the fees for himself, while they can't even achieve better education while they've got the support that can pay for them. You understand?
Yeah.
So they will see them and compare them with that particular somebody who had a very, very bad upbringing when it comes to financial, but managed to force her way out or his way out of that kind of lifestyle. So they will see if so and so was a little bit lower with the life I'm living now, why can't I achieve better? Not just seeing somebody at a level, at a high level stage, not knowing where he comes from. I think if there will be those kind of programs towards schools where they teach youngsters how did other people fall on, or how did other people reach certain places, that will help a lot. For the fact that if, say, people around, you can quote, make some stories. There are so many children that at their families, financially they were good, they were well supported, they were pampered with nice pocket monies. So for the fact that they didn't know what to do with it, they challenged different things because they attempted how to use this money, you understand? So of which those things, they lead them off the focus of the education. They consume alcohol, drugs, and the stuff. And then remember, as a youngster, to experience a new thing, it's very interesting. It's very interesting. So you put your full effort just to make a good act on that thing that you are experiencing. So most of them, at the later stage, they end up not studying. As time goes on, financially, the parents maybe are no more there. Now it's left alone, and then it's like a history. You see, people make a history. You see that guy. At his family, there were buses. I'm trying to make an example. There were 20 taxis. But you see how he looks now. There is nothing. He goes to the yards just to mourn the lawn, and then you don't believe. But as they tell you, as maybe at a very early stage, you don't want to be like him. You will be wise at a very early stage. You understand what I'm saying? That okay, this guy took this route I am about to take. That's why he's like struggling like this. Now he's old. He can't maintain himself. No, of which this route is not right for me. So I rather struggle like that one, who achieved from nothing to something. Then I feel those programs, they can make South Africa a different place. Because as I see outside, it's very bad. It's very bad. It's very bad.
Wow. Okay. In one word or two, wrapping up what you just said, what's the key word, like the advice to the youngster?
The advice to the youngster, I will say, they must look at the positive things and positive people that they are doing. Because inside the youngsters, when they see people who achieve better, they still got that feeling that they want to be like them, but they don't apply an effort. They get distracted very easily, because it's like that one of wanna be, it's something that will come someday, whereas it must start now. Once they've got that feeling, it must start now. So the rest that are passing by, drugs, alcohol, it's like it's something for now. Then by that time I wanna be, they won't be there. Whereas once you involve this stuff will be with them forever until the wanna be is not achieved. Whereas that wanna be, it was a feeling now. And then once we got that feeling of I wanna be like so and so, it's supposed to be now, as you say, I wanna be. Start now to force your ways to get there.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time, Teboho. We really, really appreciate it. Thank you.